Junior X30. Heat number 1 is about to get underway. Drivers are ready and waiting. We'll see them on the track in a few moments. Let's see how they line up in heat number 1. Zaki Hussein will lead them away from Lorenzo Kordel, Jolie Pettit in 3rd, Benjamin Watts, Dane Tucker and Lucas Ellingham in 6th place. 7th is Thomas Mullett from Daniel Hackett, Mackenzie Stevens, Sam Baker, Jaden Gregg and Jude Fernihub in 12th position. Macy Hitter 13th from Alex Johnston, Charlie Field, Finley Harrison, Ellis Bourchier and Jerome Phillip. Joshua Patterson in 19th place from Kyle Slee, Milo Pilford 21st from Christian Brooks, Scott Smith, Rito Kamata, Olivia Algieri, Vinnie Lloyd-Chamberlain, Benedict Davis, Kyan Gohill, Hugo Gilbert, Remy Gilbert in 30th, Kai Carrington 31st, Sam Longley 32nd, and rounding out the field, Reese Brakely and Kiam Gamio.
It's been called good there, and it's a good start from Zaki Hussein there on pole. Into oblivion they go, and he's got the start good. It looks to me like the 66.
Kordel's got it now, though.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he has. I beg pardon. Yeah, so Hussein was put out wide there at the crook. It looks like it's been a good start as well for Benjamin Watts in the 66. They come down to Ashby's braking zone for the first time.
Oh, and it's close to Ashby. The first-time driver's doing very well to stay out of trouble. Lorenzo Kordel with a fantastic start. They got a lovely drive through oblivion. And already look at the gap on this first lap. He's got to really try and break away from the rest of the field. That's the 99, I believe, Lucas Ellingham, who was in about 6th place. So there we are, Howard. Ellingham got a fantastic jump there on the field, breaking away in 2nd. The top 2 already pulling away from the rest of the field. Got a bit of a battle for 3rd. Everyone else seems to have, I think there's been some trouble further back there because they really have fallen back, the rest of the top 10. Bit of a different race here, I would say, because we've got the leaders already pulling away, all to play for further down the top 10.
Absolutely. This is the 36 of Sam Baker going past Benjamin Watts there, and there's some kind of ruckus that's happened here down at Oblivion, and that's going to have put several carts out. The number 11 is impacted by that. That's Sam Longley, and he's out of this one, so some drama's befallen there towards the back of the pack. But yeah, fantastic start from Lucas Ellingham, who sits 2nd in the championship, to have got up to where he is. We're looking here at Sam Baker now in pursuit of Zaki Hussein, who was our pole sitter. But here, those are your 2 leaders, Lorenzo Kordel and Lucas Ellingham. Zaki Hussein still in 3rd, as recovering to the pits there is the number 63.
So that was Benedict Davis. That's one of the drivers in that melee on the previous lap. I wonder if that may have caused those top 10 to drop down. What's Kordel? Are we going on a full course yellow, are we?
Oh, potentially.
Just seemed to slow down. Was weaving there to keep the tyres warm.
They're going pretty quick for a full course, but I do agree.
Oh,
no, we are. So we have gone to a full course yellow situation. Our Bumblebee Battenberg flag. I don't know what we want to call that one.
Well, you might say. So I presume this is for the trouble in, was it Oblivion? I think on the first lap, 1 or 2 drivers got together. So possibly a stricken kart on the track. Yeah,
that's Sam Longley there, sat on the chair, who wishes he was still circulating. I should say as well, the other drivers impacted by this. Scott Smith is also showing on timing as no longer circulating. So we think we've lost 3 karts in that. The 39 of Scott Smith, the 11 of Sam Longley, and the 63 of Benedict Davis, as we are still under full course yellow for another lap. And this, well, you were saying how the field had separated, Chris, but of course this has given the opportunity for it to close right back up again.
Bunch back up again. This could work well for Lucas Ellingham, who battled through the field very well on the first lap. You see again the drivers just swerving again, just keeping those back wheels nice and warm, keeping the tyres warm in general. There's that stricken car just on the approach down towards the centre of the track. Then there's a kart on the infield. Drivers, of course, are okay. It's a very busy day, of course, so it's just a case of trying to keep the event moving as quickly as possible rather than a stoppage, you would say. Better just to try and retrieve that kart, get it into a safe position and let the race continue, which will make things interesting here for Kordel, who tried to break away at the start. And again, we saw in the previous race, are we looking good now, still on the full course yellow. Time ticking down, of course.
Yep, playing into Lorenzo's hands. Well, playing into him in the sense that he's got fewer laps he has to defend. Playing against him in that it must feel like he's got more people to defend against, because it must feel like half of Northamptonshire have now turned up to try and take the win off of him when we eventually do get underway. Zaki Hussein in 3rd after that exchange at the first couple of corners that put him out wide and dropped him from that pole position he started in. He'll be right on the tail of this as well now. But who I think this really tends to affect is those who maybe hoped to work their way up the order You know, this isn't happening for them. They've got fewer laps to get up the order. So I actually think it's the drivers at the back who perhaps on pace feel they should be higher up, who get reduced opportunities to make their way up through the field. This is looking to me, though, Chris, like we might be good for the green.
Kordel bunching them really. I think he's got an inkling here. We might be getting a green flag. He's been looking around to see what's been going on the track, and he's got a... No, still again. We go again.
We are on full course yellow again.
The lap time, really, you could see how much he bunched the field up there. The lap time's going well over a minute. We said before, of course, they're circulating slowly by relative standards. These cars are pretty quick, and they were still lapping under a minute last time round. But Kordel really bunched them up going into to Booth. You see that commonly in motorsport, where the leader, of course, he's got the control of the rest of the pack.
I'm just trying to look on our... Sorry, to put across, I'm just trying to look and see on any of our other cameras whether there's any reason for this still going on, but there's nothing obvious to me.
Quite right there, so whatever the reason, the clerk of the course has opted to keep that full course yellow out another lap. It appears from our screens here, looking at some of the camera angles, all the karts are off the track, so to the naked eye it seems safe. But of course, not wanting to get things underway until it is 100% safe. So
indeed, yeah, they have far more information at their fingertips than we do here over in race control, and it will be their call and their alone that gets us going. Are we going to be good this time around? I'm seeing
again Kordel bunching them right up into boot. He's got another here we are, green flag.
Off we go then, green. Lorenzo Kordel leads them on to lap number 7, and there's still 2.5 minutes to go, plus a lap. And it's a good restart from Lorenzo there, Chris.
Very well.
He's got the jump on the field. Meanwhile, behind him, though, Alex Johnston is having to go super defensive as the 66 of Benjamin Watts is going to try around the outside of Christmas. That didn't pay off for him, and it's left him now exposed to attack from Finley Harrison and Joshua Patterson as they all stream into Ashby for the first time since the restart.
Lucas Ellingham did very well there at the restart. He anticipated Kordel well. He's pulled away from third place Hussein, and now on the tail. So it was good driving there from Lucas Ellingham. He's really on the back of Kordel now. Anticipated that green flag well. He anticipated Kordel well there, because he could see exactly what Kordel was trying to do. He was trying to bunch him up and then just pull away from him. But Ellingham was wise to it, and we've got a close race here for the last minute and a half.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good restart from Kordel. It was a good response to that restart from Ellingham. Absolutely agree. He's in the slipstream on the way up to Christmas Corner. Late braking he's going to go for, and it's a beautifully done move by Lucas Ellingham, and the 99 is to the head of the field with under 90 seconds left on the clock.
And again, another move there that was in the making, almost onto the finish line straight there. Ellingham had to get those first 2 corners through Oblivion absolutely nailed, and had the momentum going into Christmas Corner, but he can't shake off Kordel at the moment. This could be a very important lap here for Lucas Ellingham as he tries to shake off Lorenzo Kordel. Kordel equally has led pretty much the entire race, albeit on the full course yellow, of course, but he won't want to give this one up lightly.
Absolutely not. And behind them, by the way, Sam Baker is now coming into the fray. He's managed to get past Zaki Hussein on the last lap, as did Alex Johnston. So changes in the battle over third as the change for the lead is confirmed. Ellingham, as you say, Chris, trying to do his best to break Kordel by setting the fastest lap of the race, but Kordel is not going to let him get away, and Sam Baker is coming into this one now in that 36, as behind them still rages the battle over 4th place. Alex Johnston, Finley Harrison, Christian Brooks, Josh Patterson and Zaki Hussein continuing to drop down the order. It's as we've been saying, if you get put offline in this series, you won't lose 1 position, you might lose 4. It's that close, as down the inside of Alex Johnston goes Finley Harrison, I believe that was. So Harrison now up to actually, was that Christian Brooks?
Oh, look at the 38 there. Baker down the inside of Kordel, and the timing working out very well for him, because they go through with 5 seconds left on the clock. So effectively we go for another lap in this race.
Absolutely. It was Christian Brooks who went past Alex Johnston there, but Finley Harrison did the same, and now challenging for the lead. There's going to be 2 more laps, as you say. The timing falling well here for Sam Baker. It gives him 2 laps to try and get by on Lucas Ellingham. He's really risen up to the sharp end here, has Sam Baker. In fact, both of these drivers have. And don't discount Kordel. He's keeping himself in touch, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not giving up. And, of course, 2 drivers sharing the same team here, Ellingham and Baker, on the final lap. So they want to be careful not to be too aggressive with each other.
Yeah, it could be an awkward time under their awning afterwards, couldn't it, if it comes to tears. Also note as well, Finley Harrison has not only got to 4th, but has managed to break away from that battle.
That's important.
So good battle for 5th as we come on to the last lap.
Finley Harrison, fastest lap of the race as well.
Yeah.
Oh, trouble! Oh, nasty! Upside down is the number 16 of Pettit. So what's going to happen here? Because there's a cart upside down. Driver was moving about, so let's hope it'll be all right. There are people making their way to the incident. We focus on the battle at the front here. So I presume there'll be Wade yellows to go past that incident on the final lap. The race is still going ahead.
Absolutely. Our lead battle's going to come down into Ozier's. One has to assume that we're...
Red flag.
Yeah, red flag. I'm unsurprised to see that. Unsurprised to see that. It's never good to see a kart flipping over. It's unusual to see that happening in the boot as well, so one has to imagine that the driver was helped into that, but obviously making the right call and immediately directing the field into the pit lane. I believe under standard protocol they'll count that one back.
Yeah, back one
a lap or two, so I believe... will it be...
There's Pettit there just on the tyre wall. Just noticed he's a bit shaken as you'd imagine, but hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, good to see that he's fundamentally okay. That's another one of the karts. That was Reece Blakely's car getting recovered from.
So that must be one of the drivers involved in that incident.
I'm not sure. It's a different part of the lap.
Oh yeah,
of
course. That's
up on
my
the
apologies. Yeah, you're right.
So
that's unrelated, like you say.
Yeah, but yes, good to see there that Jolie Pettit is, as far as we could tell from what we just saw there on the shots, fundamentally okay. I'm sure quite shaken there at the side of the track being attended to, as this is Reece Blakely walking back towards the paddock. So there'll be a brief pause whilst this one gets sorted out. I'm just wondering if, whilst we wait to see that one all get resolved, the race will be called. The race result will be called